back, friends! Today it's 13th of April, it's Saturday, and I'm going to do the first full bee inspection of the year. I am going in with... I am happy and nervous, excited, but scared. It's an okay ideal temperature. It's about 15 degrees Celsius. Wasn't windy just until just turned the camera on. It's a slight wind, so I'm gonna go and get changed, put the suit on, then meet you in the apiary. I've just started the smoker. Just gonna put these long boots on, and I'm just grabbing a few more tools, gloves, off we go. It's tight enough now, I think that's perfect. Welcome to the apiary. Two of my beehives are fairly busy. Two isn't. So we can kind of guess what's going on here. But I'm so nervous. I'm not nervous about getting stung or anything. I'm nervous about what I'm gonna see or find in the hives. Let's do it. So I've put this fondant on actually not long ago, and they've been munching on this for a month now, a few weeks maybe. So what I forgot, I'm just gonna go and grab the queen excluder because I've got the brood box and the supers, and there is not something called the queen excluder, so we don't want the queen to start laying in the supers. I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna go and grab those. Okay, so this is the queen excluder. So the queen, if I put this on the top of the brood box, the queen can't go up to the super, so they can't lay eggs, because the super is for honey extraction. Right, let's do this. Let's have a look what's in here. Okay, I had to switch to voice recording because the bees are attacking my mic. So I'm just showing you here in a super, because I had no queen excluders all the larvae. Can you see? So this is actually looking really good. I would be happier if this would be in a brood box, but I'm happy, so happy to see all these lovely bees. And it might be a surprise coming on later on this video. But yeah, so I just grabbed the queen excluder and I'm just working out now in my head what shall I do, you know, where should I put it, because of the different sizes of the frames. Obviously the in the brood box. The frames are double the size of the frames what you can see in the supers, but it's not a strong hive. But at this stage, my very first bee inspection of the year, I am very happy to see bees, to be honest, because we had such a unusual winter and it's so wet and windy. So to see actually that there is a possible queen, because there is a larvae, so it's been laying for a while. It was actually really, really nice to see. You can see the bees are all over on my camera now as well. So I'm just using smoker so I can carry on taking the frames out and carry on doing the bee inspection. I am trying to work out now, because we've got quite a bit of honey as well in the super, as well as a brood. So I think I'm just trying to work it out now. What shall I do? Because I really would like the supers to be only for honey, so we can extract the honey. Because the rapeseed, it's now in flower, so I assume we got quite a bit nearby. They are foraging on those, and as soon they gonna finish flowering, I'll need to extract the honey. So yeah, I am at this point, to be honest, I'm not sure what to do. I'm shaking the bees off and thinking, okay, right, so I try to separate the frames with honey only, or the frames with brood, and I keep putting them back, changing my mind. So yeah, I am now, I know the outcome. I am happy, very happy that I've still got bees. Obviously we've lost a few hives and that's very sad. But we are focusing on positive, like as you can see here, again, very beautiful frame, full of brood in all stages, and very happy worker bees doing their thing. Nursing the babies, the larvae, and looking after the hive. So I have decided to open up the hive next to the one what I was just been doing an inspection on. And unfortunately, this is one of those hives what we've lost. I found all the bees dead on the bottom of the floor in the hive, and I'm just checking through the super in this hive, and what I can find, well, still some fondant what they had earlier of the year or later last year and stored in these frames, so they like hard fondant, and I'm just taking them all out. So try to work it out, how can I reuse these. I think at this point I'm thinking to keep them and take them back to the annex with me and perhaps feed the fondant already in the frame through the winter coming. But then I keep changing my mind, friends. I'm a beginner beekeeper. I'm only doing this for a few years and I absolutely love it. I love being a beekeeper and I love learning about this hobby, what became a passion of mine. But when something like that happens, what you've not experienced before, and you have to improvise, because you can't just leave it there and walk away. It's coming to swarming season as well, so you really need to be on it and kind of know what you're doing, what can be hard when you're a beginner. So if you have any advice for me, if you're a beekeeper yourself, I'll be very happy. If you wouldn't mind to share it with me, I'll be greatly appreciated. I just try to work this camera out now so you can see me better from this angle. Right, I'm back to the first hive and I'm looking, this is mold. So that's another thing, an issue I had because of this damp weather we had, and quite mild winter. The outside, or not outside, the two end of the frame of the hive was moldy, and the last frames, sometimes I've got one, two, or sometimes 3 frames had mold on it. I know some beekeepers says, just leave it and the bees will actually clear it out and reuse it, but I'm not sure at this point, so I removed those frames with mold on at this point. And again, I'm just juggling with the idea with these frames. I'm clearly not sure what I'm doing, friends. So I just try to find the best solution, and I am improvising all the way through from the beginning till the end in this bee inspection. I'm just showing you these frames with fondant in it. Yeah, that's got fondant in it as well. So I think at this point I kind of made my mind up what I'm gonna do. I think I've decided to leave the frames with brood on, and I'm gonna put some, can you see that's mold again, I think? Yeah, that's another moldy frame. Decided to keep it as a brood for now, and I think I'm going to put the queen excluder on the top of the super and put another super on top of that. So the brood stays in here. We'll see how it goes. It's a learning curve for me, and I'm filling them up with some food. So I put back some empty frames so they can, if there is a queen, can still lay in. And I put back all the frames, empty frames, frames with food on and with brood on. So I'm in the brood box now. I've just removed the super. I put it on the side, on the top of the other hive. And I am ready to check what's in the hive. I went with high hopes, but soon I moved that super, I realized what a weak hive this is. So now I'm again thinking in my head, oh, it might gonna be change of plan again. Can you see I'm using the wrong frame here again? So the bees are so clever. They build their own. They build their own. If I put the wrong frame in the whatever box I'm using in. And as a beginner beekeeper mistake, sometimes I order the wrong frame and I just need to use it up because I just don't want to chuck it, or I need to use it up. So I'm looking and I'm thinking, this is not much happening in here. What is going on? I am looking for the queen. I'm thinking there must be a queen somewhere here because I can clearly see eggs, larvae, bees. What I'm not seeing in here many of drones, so I'm thinking, is that if there is a queen in here, is it mated, because it's early in a season. It's all sorts can go wrong, friends. And yeah, I think I'm having in here all in one go. But I am still happy. I'm still excited. I'm trying to work things out, check in. I'm going plan C now, probably I'm on. So I've decided to move the frames from the super. I know it's a small frame. I didn't know quickly what to do. I thought, I'm checking that queen. That queen must be there. It's not in the brood now because the brood is fairly empty. So they have decided to do the main brood in that super area in the hive section. So yeah, I have decided to put these frames from the super to the brood box and just see how it goes, friends. We'll probably check on these weekly, as long as the weather stays 15 degrees Celsius and above and no wind. So I'm carrying checking the frames. The bees are really not happy with me now. They possibly tried to kill me at this point, but I'm not giving in. I really wanted to do that full bee inspection today. And again, it's not much happening. Halfway through this hive brood box with those frames, and they fairly, I can see maybe a little bit of pollen here and there, a little bit of honey, but not an awful lot of happening. So basically I have changed my mind again, and I am transferring now the frames from the super with the brood on to the brood box. And a spoiler alert, I have found a queen, and I was ecstatic. The queen was very skinny, so I thought, that's not mated yet, so this is only gonna lay drones for me now. But yeah, let's just be positive. I quickly changed my mind and started to have positive thoughts, like no, this is gonna be good, it's laying, it's mated, it's gonna be amazing. But yeah, this is clear, nothing in it, so light. So I'm removing these and putting back the ones with full of bees and brood on. And I think I've just, was it this frame I've spotted the Majesty, and then I was so happy. I am not marking the queens, but yeah, I just showing here for you now. I'm just pointing at it now. That's the queen. You see, it's like longer than the other bees over there, the workers. And yeah, I was just so happy to see. So that's the queenie. Here it is. Here she is. Hello, queenie. So I'm just hoping that she's mated and she's gonna give me a huge colony of bees this year. Yeah, at this point I'm fairly happy. So I'm just putting it right back now. It's another one there. That's it. And I've got a few more frames to check what is going on in there. Because at this point, at this stage, I've not had a bee inspection now for over 5 months. Can't remember when we did the last one. It's definitely November, December, January, February, March. Yeah, 5 months easily. At least that we've not opened this hive. So the first bee inspection of the year, it's always the most exciting and the most, I'm very nervous. So yeah, what I'm just doing now, I'm clearing the frames. So when I see, because they glue these frames to those hives and the brood box to the super so well that actually I damaged a little bit those hives today, and I think I've damaged one frame as well. I just could not take it out of this brood box. But well, never mind. Here we go. Hello, little bee. Finishing off this hive now. I'm on the last frame and it is moldy, friends. So I quickly removed that. And I've got that dummy board, I think it's called, on the end. And that was, honestly, I had slugs on it. So you can imagine the damp. I was shocked when I've seen that. I think I'm just trying to get the mold off that frame, but I quickly realized that that's really bad. So I'm not going to put that back, but put an extra one back with some fondant on and try to take this out, and it's slippy. It's that wet and damp. I think that was a slug I've just flicked off. It was ridiculous. I'm not sure if you can see, but can you see? I just literally dropped it. It was slimy, gross. Ooh. Right, now I'm realizing I've got 2 more frames on the other side of the hive, what I took out first. So I quickly take those 2 super frames out, and yes, oops, and I'm going to put the other 2 back with the right size of frames, and I'm going to put this hive back together. So brood box, there we found the queen. Queen is now in a brood box, laying. Fingers crossed it's mated, so it's gonna lay eggs, what worker bees, not drones only. And I am putting the queen excluder on the brood box, and then I am putting the super on top of the queen excluder. So that's the queen excluder. I'm fairly happy with my decision, I think, on the end. So that's the super with probably all nice, clean, empty frames. I'm just trying to work it out which way it goes. Here we go. I've got it. Perfect. I've got this. Okay. Crown board. Where is it? Here it is. Put that on next. And the lid. I left that fondant on as well. I don't know why, but I did. There you go. And let's go to the next one. Unfortunately, we've lost this hive. It's really sad. But at least in the first one, I've seen some activity. It's a weak hive, very weak hive. But we've seen the queen, got some brood, so I've got everything crossed that survives. So in here it's only what we can see now from other hives. Just come and maybe steal something if they can. But do a bit of a tidy up. Wow, it's not looking good. Okay, let's do the next hive. This looks promising. This hive is looking the best out of all, so I'm hoping for a good result in here. Oh wow. Okay. What is going on here, friends? All sorts. So the problem in here, this is looking amazing regarding of the quantity, because that's a nice and strong hive, brood super, no queen excluded. So what's happened now, I took the top off, that it's in here, there is loads of honey already with brood. Oh dear. They already are cupping the honey, so that's a very good hive. Wow. Let's see what we can do in here. Unfortunately, it looks like we lost lots of brood. And all this honey. I can see drones, lots of drones. And this actually looks like drone cells, most of it. So, okay. Can you see those big guys? Loads bigger than the worker bees. Oh, they're not happy with me now. What a mess is in here, friends. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Right. Actually, I've just got a drone appearing. It's just right there. It's chewing through the top. Can you see? Legs poking out. So that will be out in a minute. But they are quite a big cell, so looks like drone cells. And another one coming there. Happy birthday! Right. Not sure, friends, what to do. Fascinating, really. Oh. Okay, so.
so loud. I have to remove these. Unfortunately, we're losing now so many brood. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear. I have to come up with solutions here. Look at this. Wow. What a strong hive. I'm ecstatic. Tidy up this mess. And it'll be all good. Right. What shall I do? Hello. Okay, so I'm gonna put all this over there to the hive, the empty hive. See what's happened. Oh wow. Let's see what else we find. Normal worker bee cell now. It's not huge one for drones, so that's okay. Wow. I wish I can see the queen. I hope I haven't killed it though. What, 3 of these got brood on. I think I should remove these. I'm gonna put this over there.
So I have removed the supers with the brood on from the last hive. I really think I need to name the hives so I know which one I'm talking about and you'll know which one I'm talking about. And I think I'm gonna do the version in here what I was thinking of doing before. So I put the queen excluder on the top of the super and put an extra super on. I think that's what I'm gonna do in here. Some shooting going on in the background, neighborhood. They're still very active and angry, as you can see all over around me. So at this point now I'm at hours in this inspection, so I try to finish it off as quick as possible now. The wind is picking up as well, so they're really not happy with me. Oops, so I'm taking what I'm doing here. Put this on the side for a bit, and let's see what's inside. This hive is so loud and busy and fantastic. I absolutely enjoy inspecting this brood box. Such a strong hive. Absolutely love it. So many bees, you know, sometimes I'm finding it hard to inspect what's on those frames. So I'll just gentle blow on the frames. Make sure the bees clear an area out for me so I can see what's on there. Well, this one's got mold on it, so that's no good. Put that back. I think that's not been drawn out yet. I'll leave that as the last. And carry on. Let's see what else is in there. So I have removed all the brood from the super. It's not far the next hive, so shouldn't be too much trouble for the bees to do an orientation flight next door. But this is all an experiment for me, and now I am enjoying sharing it with you so we can learn together. I usually get my smoker going on by the end. That's another thing for me. I start doing the smoker at the beginning, and usually takes me ages until the smoker goes well it should, but now you can see it's brilliant. Now I don't need it. Well, never mind. So yeah, look how busy that is. I think if I would not done an inspection on this hive today, that hive would have swarmed the next couple of days. So that was lucky. Fingers crossed. Yeah, there is everything I want to see part of the queen. I've not found Majesty in here, so I'm hoping she's still there. But look at those beautiful brood. There is lots of things going on now. They started building, I think, what would have been the queen cell, ready for swarming, making the new queens. But this time of the year, the next couple of months, it's gonna be all about work it out, what to do, make sure they're not gonna swarm, as I've learned the past few years. So it's gonna be fun. I bring you along so we can have fun together. Wow, look at this. Again, this is so heavy now. This is full of everything. Full of brood, pollen, honey, and bees. Drones and worker bees. So when you look at this busy hive and can imagine all those thousands and thousands of bees, and there is only one queen, and then to find that queen, it's a challenge. So that's when beginner beekeepers, find it easy when they mark the queen, and every year's got a different color what they use for mark their queen. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it this year. I haven't done it the past few years, but we'll see how it goes. I've got everything what I need to do that, but we're not going to do that today. So I am nearly halfway through checking this lovely hive, and I am very happy. Very, very happy. Okay. I am now doing some switcheroos. So, because the last hive, the fourth one, was doing so amazingly, I've managed to fill the 2 empty hives. So I had enough brood in the last hive to borrow to the empty hives. So I have done 2 splits from that hive, and I am so happy in the end. I got 4 hives going again. Obviously, I'm not sure whether that's gonna work, what I have done. It's an experiment, it's a learning curve, but I'm happy with my decisions so far, and we're just gonna have to wait and see the next couple of weeks how it takes off, or they're gonna survive. It's been a few days since this bee inspection, so I'm going back every day, many times a day, and checking on them. I've seen on this hive, particularly I'm doing now, the bees doing the orientation flight, when they find their new home. So yeah, I've got my fingers crossed. I'm clearing the dead bees out of this frame now, because we've lost these hives as well. This is the second hive, but we've lost, unfortunately, over the winter. So I'm putting back the empty to the busy hive to fill the empty frames, and I'm bringing the full frames with brood and the bees. I did not find the queen, so I'm not sure where my queen gonna end up now, but hopefully the queen what lays these eggs and larvae are gonna make their new queens in the future and upcoming spring and summer. So yeah, well, I'll hope you enjoyed spending time with me today doing my very first bee inspection of the year, and I think it's many more to come. Fingers crossed they're gonna do well for us, and I can bring you back with good news. I am wrapping it up now. In a few minutes I will finish it off, and see you very soon. Bye, friends.